This so far has been the best gig of the tour, so thank you. So let's just keep it that way. Hopefully it doesn't go downhill and I fall off stage and break my leg or something. I'm going to tell you guys another story. This is me in Story Zone again. Can we get some mood lighting? Need some mood lighting. Maybe, yeah, there we go. Mood lighting. That's mood, isn't it? Right. A year and a half ago, I did a gig at a place called Camden Proud Galleries in London. Well done. You alright? I finished up my show and my friend Cave came up to me and he said, "Ed, what are you doing tomorrow?" And I said, "Nothing." And he said, "Do you want to come and play a show for me? I work for a homeless charity called Crisis and we'd like for you to just come along and play a gig. We're doing a shelter thing tomorrow." And I was like, "Yeah, fine." Oh, that's cool. So I got down to the shelter, which is in a place called Galleon's Reach, which is in the middle of nowhere. And I walked in, I got my little badge that said helper, Ed, helper, hey. And I walked in and I was kind of, they explained the whole kind of situation to me and they said, Crisis basically do this thing every Christmas called Crisis at Christmas, where they get a room about the size of this, it's about 4 stories high. And on each story they have different things like beds and cinemas and shoes, healthcare, dental, food, and they basically house the homeless for a week at Christmas. And Cave was running the events at this, so he said, "Come down and play." So I got down there. As soon as I kind of was like inducted in, I was chucked into the main room and just asked to play covers. So I was kind of speaking to people, hearing their stories, and then playing covers for them. And there was one dude. It was amazing actually. He was a proper hench dude, loads of tattoos, scar across his face, menacing. All he wanted to hear was James Blunt songs, and they're just over and over again, just playing different tunes for him, which is cool. Sensitive side too. You alright? Can I tell my story? Is that alright? Anyway, so I played a few more songs and then I got introduced to this girl called Angel. I actually was shouting across the room and they were like, "Oh, that's Angel, do you want to meet her?" Basically, she was the only woman in the whole shelter. And she'd been breaking all the rules of the shelter. She was mental but really cool. They basically said to her, "Look, Angel, if you stop breaking the rules, we'll give you your own set of rules. We'll print it out, we'll laminate it, we'll stick it up with blue tack all over the world. We'll call it Angel's Rules and you can be the sheriff of the whole venue." Which she obviously was down with. So she was doing all of that. I had a bit of a chat with her. She seemed quite an interesting character. Then I was kind of taken downstairs and I set up with a little PA and I did a small gig to people and it was quite fun. Finished up my show and as I was packing up, my friend Cave, who organised the event, came up to me and he said, "Look, like, thanks for doing that, mate. My job on the last day is the toughest job. I have to chuck everyone back out into the winter cold." And he was saying where someone like Angel had come from and where she was going back to, how she made her money and how she spent the money and just like the kind of living that she'd be doing when she got home. My manager bumped into one of the people from Crisis around a week ago and we just found out Angel is A-OK and had a kid, which is pretty cool. So I'd like to dedicate this to anyone that knows anyone in a similar situation. Yeah. White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. They say she's in the class 18, she's stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her fate seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to her, 'cause she's just under the upper hand. Goes mad for a couple grams, and she don't wanna go outside tonight. 'Cause in the night she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside, the angels fly. Angels fly. Oh. Fits gloves, raincoat, tried to swim and stay afloat. Dry house, wet clothes, loose change, bank notes, weary-eyed and dry throat. Cool girl, no phone now. And they say she's in the class 18. She's stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. They scream, the worst things in life come free to her. She's just under the upper hand and goes mad for a couple grams. She don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland, sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Now all of last year I put together 5 different EPs in different styles and categories and shit like that. And I spent the whole year putting together the last project, which is the 5th EP. I did it with a load of rappers, and it was called Number 5 Collaborations Project. Basically, I got one of my very good friends to remix that song on the EP for me. And we called it Little Lady. So, treat time. I'd like for you to make some noise for Michael Pay!
Make some noise, mates! Let's get straight into this. Listen, little lady, this is just the worst way to spend your birthday. It's 30 degrees Thursday, you work late. You was with a perm making dirty fake love in his Mercedes. Lady, the word rape sums up events that take place every night. You wanna get up, but you know your legs are ache if you try. Then you remember that your punter went crazy last night. You drag yourself to the mirror to check your face and you cry. Forget the visit to the clinic you were booked in for. You'll make a trip to the Whittington where they'll look at your jaw. They'll be inquisitive, ask about your business for sure. They'll know you're fibbing if you tell them you got hit by a door. But young woman, your pimp sees you as nothing but a dumb hooker. Medical attention can be fatal, cause the cunt wouldn't ever let a doctor near someone that's getting over him. Next you got poxy authorities sticking their noses in.
Just under the upper hand,
Sing it to me!
goes mad for a couple grams.
Louder!
She don't wanna go outside tonight.
I can't hear you!
In the pipe, she'll fly to the motherland, sell love to another man. It's too cold outside, angels fly.
You still with me, huh? Listen, little lady, your mind you made up. Your injuries you can't hide with makeup. You need some medical advice, you make up a little lie to say just in case the doc opens his eyes and don't decide to play dumb. With any luck you'll see the same dude that stitched your top lip last year when your pimp just lost it. He wouldn't recognise you if you stared him in the face anyway, cause all the heroin is making you age. But you're a heroine for taking this train of being a prostitute and punching back the funds you have left. Go where you're from using money grab. Mother had to get you out of the motherland to study. That was all she struggled to have a single daughter with the upper hand. Little does she know you're never coming back. She put you in her brother's hands only for him to formulate another plan. He's the fucking cause of your appalling state of summer fancy. You came to London to get pimped by your uncle.
She's just under the upper hand,
Sing it to me!
goes mad for a couple grams.
Louder!
She don't wanna go outside tonight.
I swear I can't hear you, no bitch.
She'll fly to the motherland, sell love to another man. It's too cold outside.
Now put your hands in the sky for me.
Angels fly, now angel die, covered in white,
All the way to the back.
closed eyes and hoping for a better life. This time now we'll fade out tonight.
You with me for the last verse, Norwich? Listen, little lady, you're trembling with fear. Your skinny frame kinda resembles a deer. You're sitting facing a detective, oh dear. The meddling nurse couldn't just leave it. She's only gonna make it much worse, calling police in. She'll never know the gravity of the damage she's caused. You're causing scandal, going mad in the ward now. The cop is trying to calm you, telling you he won't let no one harm you. The same question he keeps trying to ask you, who you working for? He's talking to you like you're worth more than a dirty war. You're having a conversation you could be murdered for. Learning more about exactly why you need to help bring him or her to court. He's kicking knowledge you ain't ever heard before. Just before he leaves, he reassures you that he knows that it's hard. He underlines a mobile number you can phone on his card, begs you to use it. He's useless if you're gonna be stupid, cause an answer hasn't come from your bruised lips. You're on your own. You've gotta go and give your pimp what you owe. You reach your door and then it dawns that you've been followed home. Before you turn around you feel a cold blade on your throat, and then the voice says, where you been, bitch, I wanna know. No prizes for guessing who it is. Resistance would be foolishness. You open the front door, he boots you in. There's something new in him, he's silent now, that fills you with terror. Get your alibi straight, you could be killed for an error. He towers over you, the 6-inch knife catches the sunlight. At this point, your life flashes before your eyes, your handbag's dropped, and all the contents are all over the floor. Despite the mess, there's only one thing that's caught his eye. And in the moment of rage, he brutally murders his niece and dumps her body in the boot of his Mercs in the street. Little lady left this earth in the worst way, all because she got a card on her 13th birthday.
Norwich, I want everyone in this room, can we just turn the house lights off? Just turn them off. Can everyone just reach in their pocket and grab a phone or a cigarette lighter or anything that makes light and just hold it in the air for 2 seconds? Everyone in the room has a phone, just hold it up. There you go. Now what we're going to do, this is singing lesson part 3, this is the exam. I want to see how loud you can sing and how well you know the words. And sing the last bridge and chorus with me, but just scream it out as much as you can. Right, here we go. They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream, in its faces dating, but lately her facing, slowly sinking, waiting, crumbling like pastry. The worst things in life come free to us, cause we're just under the upper hand. Go mad for a double gram. She wanna go outside tonight, cause in the pipe she flies to another land, sells love to another man. It's to go outside for angels to fly.
Be waving those lights around for me, Norwich.
Angels fly, oh, fly, fly, the angels fly, to fly.